Let's get back to playing some Dragon Age Inquisition. Boom. Alrighty. Dragon Age. That's what I got. EA, please work. Yay. Back to exploring Storm Coast. I gotta add the Dragon Age soundtrack to my Spotify. Some of these are fucking absolute bangers. Alright. So, I did not explore that cave. You don't want to go there. Jerry, hello. You just popping in, or are you also letting out some... You had some beans today? Are you a bomb waiting to explode? I don't know why I studied so much on that one. Let's see, can I parkour down this without the dying? Yes, I can. Hey, what? Oh, that's kind of bad. I don't need more spindleweed.
Waking sea. Somewhere across all that water is Kirkwall.
It was a long journey to Haven.
Considering the company, I'm surprised it didn't feel longer.
Oops. So that leads outside. Spider! God, I can't see shit. I'm pinging in the 7 on my beam teams to find my stash of the magic. Dude, oh my god. I can't... Whoever made that decision to call the Pinkertons on that, I genuinely hope that they got fired. Because... Like, that would make me question every single decision that they have ever made and whether or not they've even got the interests of the company at heart. If they've even... What the fuck? Like, if they can even be competent in their position at the party, in the company. Like, that is legitimately... I don't know if I've ever seen a dumber decision by a company. Like, corporations make plenty of dumb decisions. But sending goddamn Pinkertons is, I think, easily the dumbest. In 21st century America. Iron all the way up there, that's... Oh, there's the kaiju battle. Find me Dutch Vanderlyn. Find the Vanderlyn gang. No. I want to get close enough and see what level. Level 8. Oh shit, I can fight the dragon. Fighting a dragon. We're gonna fight a fucking dragon. I think we can handle it.
Seeker, you're the dragon expert. What do we do now?
Don't get killed by either of them.
It's level 8. I think we got this. Oh, it flew away. I think that's scripted to happen. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up because I'm not sure. Storm Coast Dragon Fly away. Okay, the dragon does leave. Okay, that's a later thing. Darn. One second. Dumped another dumb 3D model thing. Okay, let me take a look at this monstrosity. Oh! It's a gun! Okay, I was expecting something horrendous like you've done before. Okay, should probably... Oh, dragon flew away. Let's go backwards. Clear out the stuff on the map that's over here. How's our inventory space looking? 41 out of 60. Okay. More loot. Can I reach it from here? I think it's gonna be a bit too steep. Oh, it's not. Huzzah. Got some serpent stone. Let's see, for the Astrarium, I think we gotta go. Can I climb that up? It's supposed to be called 1860. Oh, I'm not a gun boy, so I'm not able to see anything that could be wrong with it. I've got my artistic talent is solely in writing. I wish I could draw things. I really do. Like, that would be such a useful skill. It would help one so much with like self-promotion for myself, advertisement. But then like I can also do so many things with it. I could start drawing porn on the internet, and you know how much money those fuckers make? My god. If I had artistic like if I had drawing skill, I'd be making my money drawing porn. And like I would do it without hesitation. Alright, what symbol do we gotta draw here? Ooh, okay. I think I know how to do it. I think we're gonna start here. Oh yeah, this one's easier than the other one. Boom. Gamer. Savani, referred to as the Chained Man in common parlance, the constellation Savani is traditionally represented by a man dragging a heavy chain behind him. This is thought to be an ancient Tevinter representation both of Andoril, the old god of slaves, and of the Tevinter system of slavery itself. The representation of Savani has been used by the Trisalis Guild for well over 2,000 years, according to their claim, and is visibly imprinted upon the armor of both juggernauts, the giant golems guarding the gates to the city of Minrathous, from a study of Thedosian astronomy by Sister Ran Charles. Okay. There's that house I have to go to. Ram! Give me your meat.
Dead.
Give me your hide. I need it. Also box. Another one. Huzzah. Where's its meat? It did not give me any of its leather? Meat? That's just rude.
These must be the missing soldiers.
Murdered. Shit.
That would do it.
I will see that their families are notified when we return.
Who goes out here? Alright. Boom.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
I'm surprised, Seeker. I thought you'd take charge back in Redcliffe. Maybe grab Fiona and rough her up.
I do not rough people up.
Sorry, my mistake. You'd have your men do it for you.
You will never let that go, will you?
Probably not.
One second, sorry. Abandoned notes. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We're the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's crest, the blades of Hissarion who listen. You will only get yourself cast out or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hissarion. It seems there's a way to challenge their leader.
Hissarion? As in Archon Hissarion? Didn't think Southerners cared for that part of Andraste's story.
Let's see, where is he? He's located there. I think we're gonna have to go back to Skyhold. Yes. Our inventory is fucking full. Okay. Let's get... I don't think anyone's gonna have any dialogue and requisition. Oh, Iron Bolt's gonna have stuff.
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing, though, I can't recall where I heard that.
Oh,
I think
Sir
I
Morris might
remember
have something new.
a young man.
These special amulets are respected by the Blades of Hissarion, and fashioning them will allow our agents to negotiate with the cultists, perhaps gain some converts to our cause. I need to find obsidian.
We are honored to serve. Inquisitor,
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Oh, Sir Morris, I like you. Alright, accessories, amulet, Mercy's crest. There's not gonna be anything new in terms of armor. Weapons, also nothing better. Accessories, belt, ring, upgrades, edgy dagger grip. Is that it? Did we get a level up? We It's Sarah. Shadow Strike now hits harder if you aren't stealth or haven't taken damage recently. You know how to strike without being seen, even at a distance. You know, you Shadow Strike against ranged targets. The bonus damage on that stealth attack is nice. And then Black Wall. It's full circle, yeah. In case it gets surrounded, that's pretty good. Cole. Caltrop. Vivian. Solus. Ooh, I might have to respec Solus, get rid of the cold. Iron Bull. We'll make him... let's see, if Granite drags an opponent to you, stun them with a hard kick. All enemies? Yes. You attack a target when you leave them slowed. Your breath back fed the mouse stand is very low. Your Warhorn is panicked. I'm sure his enemies guard and enemies are too shaken to defend themselves. Defect the longer you wait. AI isn't gonna understand that, so we'll do break their spirit. Crippling blows, coup de grace, and horn of battle. Ah, that was loud. Okay. Inventory. Cassandra. Finally wield your Legion shield. Armor. Heavy armor. Masterwork Vanguard. Accessories. Belt. No. Ring. Nope. Okay. Sarah's not gonna have any dagger upgrades. Armor. Nope. Accessories. Better rings. Nope. Dorian, not gonna worry about the staff. Okay, accessories, he needs rings. Black wall. Let's see. Now we'll keep the blue. And of course we gotta put back on the heavy warden armor. Okay. Cole. Let's see, Slice of Lightning is actually pretty weak. So we will put the weighted dagger there. Armor. Upgrade. Cold resistance. What else? Vivian. I don't think there's anything for you. Solus. There's not gonna be anything. Varric. Not gonna be anything. Iron Bull. Let's see. Can I upgrade Bull's Edge? I don't think I can. So we're not gonna worry about it. We're just getting him the Jagged Battle Axe. No new helmets. Give him the Reinforced Defender. Accessories. Constitution.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Weird, right?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
And you're a mage, so that's saying something. Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben.
Let's get the lore.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do
Re-educators?
the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. Always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
The re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
None sound like
None of
you.
those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
Sounds difficult.
I can't imagine that was easy.
Nope. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
You know what they
You'd
did?
heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Had a hard time.
Sounds like you had a rough life under the Qun.
What, 3 meals a day and free sex whenever I need it? I came out here for the challenge, boss. Figured I'd rough it with you savages. Anyway, nice talking with you.
Oh my god.
Hey, boss.
Lore. Tell me
I'd
about
like
the
to know
Kun.
more about the Qunari.
You writing a book?
Sound interesting.
What I've heard about them sounds fascinating.
What you've heard was mostly horse shit. All right, what do you want to know?
Oh. How is it growing up?
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasrath.
So you didn't choose your job?
So the Kyun decided what work you would do. You didn't get a choice.
I could have acted like I didn't like hitting things, I guess. But why would I do that? I was good at my work. I liked doing it. Far as I can tell, the Tomasrans made the right call.
And if Thetis fell?
You ever think about what would happen if the Kunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Vivienne's too political. Dorian's too arrogant, and Solus is just... weird. They'd all end up dead. Or worse. They'd kill Cole, cause, you know, demon. And Sarah would end up with her mind broken, sweeping floors in some shop. So, to answer your question, no. I don't think about it much at all.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
There much dissent?
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight. Or kill you.
It's always so cool seeing how different writers handle like that's the kind of line of the whole world building iceberg where you say it and it's inferring deeper, but they likely may not have it written. Or they may not have it fully fleshed out. Because obviously you can't spend your time doing all that. There's not enough time in the world to really flesh things out as fully as writers would like.
I heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
It's always interesting to see how different
Kunari
writers
love our friends like anyone does, but
take
we
to
don't have sex with them.
establish the
Kunari don't have sex.
facade of
Oh,
deep.
we definitely have sex. They're Tomasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Can I head on over?
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking
Sign me
funny.
up!
Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes.
5 minutes? I need 5 seconds. I don't know. It sounds great.
I could work with that.
I know, right? No drama.
Don't
Still,
tell Josephine.
More fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads.
A man of taste, of culture.
Redheads.
Iron Bull.
How is everyday life different for Kunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Qun. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
Except that Baker
It
isn't
can't
free.
be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Valroyo has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her 'cause it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo. People are just people.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
And those who predate.
What about Kunari
predate?
who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kasith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kasith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. but I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Bro, I gotta roll with Iron Bull in this
What can I
playthrough.
do for you?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you
That
later,
guy-
Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Fair enough.
What's going on?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on.
Oh,
It'll be worth
this
your
cutscene.
time,
I like this
promise.
cutscene.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
The Inquisitor isn't a god. He's just a man trying to do the right thing.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Those two soldiers might think you're an arsehole.
So?
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Iron Bull coming in with the wisdom. Alright. Let's sell
Lots of
shit.
standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
He's in the day.
Let's see. Don't want to sell that. Oh shit. Wait a minute, I can give that to someone. Oh, I accidentally sold my... Fucking damn it. Give me my fucking magic thing back. Hold on. I think, armor... Oh wait, no, that's my armor. Why was I stripped of my armor?
What people?
I almost sold it. Damn it, game.
People who need him. That is so vague as to be meaningless.
Inquisitor. I've found where the Red Templars come from. Therenfall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
I believe you.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
What's your plan?
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded. As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
Oh, this sounds ominous.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
You seem fine.
You've never complained.
Why would I? I chose this. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to... watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
I respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment. Inquisitor?
You and the Red Templars' leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters.
Did
He
y'all
seemed a decent man
kiss?
at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He was reinstated at the Champion's request, but he was still bitter, still angry. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why would he serve Corypheus?
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
I must pity him.
Sounds like Samson had a miserable life.
The Order expelled him, but he had choices. He could have found another path. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Agree.
Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the Chargers on our side. Bull's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
Is there anything I should...
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. Thought I looked hungry.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
That's all...
What's up, egghead? Bitch boy. See, did I have any quests here? Oh. A bundle of documents at least 50 pages thick explains the trade agreement the Inquisition has entered into with the merchant princes of Antiva. Josephine has attached note. Inquisitor, I am more than satisfied with the agreement we reached with the merchant princes. Here is a duplicate if you wish to review it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles, Ambassador Montpellier. Nightingale. Cameron is dead, fully armored, locked in an inner room in his home, a knife in his back. He knew someone was coming for him. Ironically, the scene was exactly the same as one in the first Hard in Hightown novel. Someone sent a professional after this magistrate. They had to leave a trail. Cooper. Dear Lady Montpellier, Band owner has become insufferably sly. The Inquisition is credited with no good deed without a repulsive motive attached to it. Our presence in this part of the Free Marchers is so unwelcome. I feel I have no choice but to return to the capital and tend to my own estate's affairs. Respectfully yours, Lady Buttlefort. A copy of Hard in Hightown sits open on the table. Jevlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Don and Branakovich slunk out, defeated. We're not getting a warrant, are we? Jevlin looked almost relieved. No. Donnan met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight to the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato farm. Taller and broader than the other guards, Jevlin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit into his own limbs. As if he thought he should be smaller. Hunched over
I've
his bread.
arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager. Wonder of wonders.
Josephine, I was reading.
Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
In his brand new too large armor, he looked like a child playing at being a guard. He was too green for a murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best, Jevlin said, almost speaking Donnan's thought out loud. You're on your way out of the guard, and I'm... He trailed off and sighed. Questioning nobles in the middle of the night wasn't covered in training. I'm glad it did. I'm a city guard, and so are you, recruit. Nobody gets away. Oh, I already read this one. Liliana has written a note in the margin. The dead magistrate attempt to implicate Varric. Why and in what? Alright. Send Liliana. If an assassin killed the magistrate, a word to the crows might tell us who it was. They watch rivals carefully.
Inquisitor.
We have received a message from Orzammar. Knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Thedas, King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. I would advise sending a delegation as soon as possible.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, first things first, an apology. I offered the rebel mage a safe harbor in Ferelden only to have them drive my uncle out of his own town. So, I'll admit I wasn't in the best of moods when I first met you. I just wanted everyone out of Redcliffe and didn't care who was responsible for what. I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? Cultists, Venatori, I think they're called. We have them in the royal palace, or so I'm told. Like rats, both magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something grateful something. Wait, did you just write that? You scribes do this on purpose, don't you? King Alistair Theron. Damn, it's gonna take 3 hours? Alright,
To
some
work.
forces. Alright, so I'm wearing Mercy's crest. Wish I could fast travel more spots. Let's roll. I love having Varric cast. Is there a reason we need Dorian? Let's go with Solus.
Nothing to report, sir.
Wardens, Ray. Okay, no Dorian quest along here. Put that elf root. I'll grab some more of that. Doesn't hurt to have it. Absolutely annihilated. Beware of falling rocks. Okay. What that? Iron. Grab more metal. Let's follow along this dwarven path. Oh, serpent stone. Gotta yoink ya. Mine. Mine. Mine.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good, that one dropped. Some ram leather. Now all we'll need is obsidian. Oh, we're like going around it. Hold up, we're messing up. We want to go down the hill here. Because I'm wearing the Mercy's crest, they aren't going to attack me. Lovely. Hanging bodies.
Someone's come with a challenge.
The others failed.
Which is... Oh, there he is.
So you would challenge the Blades of Hissarion?
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
I do believe I've claimed justice.
It's done.
Provided no one stabs you in the back on the way out.
Your worship, the Blades of Hissarion are at your service. If you want eyes on the coast, here we are.
I've not heard of the Blades of Hissarion.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
You and your blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
There's holy shit. They copied this model 3 times.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that. Besides, I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, Your Worship.
I should go.
Safe.
Okay. Which means now we can swap for the enhanced amulet. Because they are now loyal
You all
to
right?
me.
I was just a girl. But I remember them, you know.
I know. We'll be safe here.
Bitter note. A note presumably penned by the Blade's former leader. I do not care what the Inquisition claims. They lie to serve their own purpose. Don't listen to their corruption. These hills belong to the Blades of Asarian, and have I not been good to you? You follow my will as you would the will of Andraste. So you have sworn. Yeah, you dick. Initiation of the Blades of Asarian. The oath sworn by the new converts to the leader of the Blades of Asarian. You were lost, as were we all. Grant me purpose. You are unhearing, as were we all. Let me obey. You are the sword, as are we all. Wield me in her name. Hey, we got a couple notes to find in here. The conversion of Asarian. Beloved Andraste, sit well at the Maker's side and know my sorrow. For my heart was weak until it served your greater glory. As she was my enemy, I heeded the word of the betrayer and so sentenced her to die. Thus she was bound upon the pyre so that all might bear witness. But as the prophet burned, a silence fell. For though flame licked mortal flesh, she would not cry. The hearts of the people filled with shame, and all were silent with her. I thought it defiance, and though I marveled at her strength, my heart was yet unmoved. It was then the prophet raised her eyes, her visage wreathed with sacred flame. It was then I saw her sorrow and her acceptance. I felt the flame eat mine own flesh. I felt its slow death upon me and knew her suffering. Through flame I walked and drove the sword into her heart. And so the prophet was released. The Maker whispered in my ear and knew I had become the instrument of his will. An interpretation of the conversion of Asarian, written in 734 Storm, claims that it draws from a text written by Asarian himself, remains unconfirmed.
See? I told you.
All right, all right.
Okay. That's that. We'll just go this way. Back along the coast. Oh, I forgot to pick up whatever I had gotten from Trials thing. Hold on. Oh, I'll just travel. Okay, never mind. We'll wait until the next time we gotta make a pit stop in Skyhold. I don't need spindle weed. Where is it? Oh. Oh. Oopsies. I guess it was a little too far for a brave and herald. Hello. Spindleweed. I don't need spindleweed at the moment. At least I don't think I do. Here? Yes, it is. Was this not the right way to climb? Uh-oh.
Have you heard from any of your Kirkwall associates, Varric?
You're asking me? So you
Sandra,
don't read
god
my
damn it,
letters?
you two.
You're no longer my prisoner, much as you like to act like it.
Yet I still get all the suspicion.
I am not without sympathy, especially given recent events.
Why, Seeker, I would never accuse you of having sympathy. By the way, I tend to refer to my associates as friends. Maybe you're not familiar with the concept.
Damn. Morin's Steps. It is not uncommon to enter a cave nestled in the basalt columns of the Storm Coast and discover traces of ancient dwarven architecture. Prior to the First Age, the dwarven people maintained a sizable presence on the coast. Mining guilds were drawn to the area's then plentiful mineral deposits. All dwarven activity ceased when darkspawn incursions forced the deep roads to be sealed, severing the region from Orzammar, Stormcoast and sister of Brother Vincent. I hate that fucking noise that spiders make. One coming behind me. Oh, it's a bear. Hello, bear. Who's in the dark? Who lingers in the night? Hello, spiders! There's a lot of you. This is... Oh, this should lead to the tent, or the campsite. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, hello! Oh, hello. Sandra, where the fuck do you think you're going? So let's get a level up. Alright, squad, over this way. We're gonna leave the violence behind. Hello. Hello, Mr. Ghoul. Goodbye, Mr. Ghoul.
Seeker take you!
Give me your loot. Yep, I see a little skull. A little hopping. Hop, hop, hop. Spindleweed. Fucking need that. Is there anything else up here? Nope. Just spindleweed and the skull. Righty. Reveal to me your secrets. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Yeah. As long as 4 isn't having me backtrack, that's great. Cool. Well, let's see. Paralyzes those that try to leave. This overrun ability count earns additional focus for the party. I need just to grab you right there, sir.
Who designs a place that takes this many keys to get inside?
Thank you, Varric. Is this one? There it is. Well, now we gotta go. Warden signs.
Let's look around.
Found it. Grey Warden, sir. He is not here. We have searched thoroughly, and we will now move on. How many days have I wasted here with whispers lurking at the back of my mind? On this mad assignment, I pray we have more luck as we head south. After speaking with the other wardens, I told the fishermen about the darkspawn we sense beneath the earth. It might not burst forth from the ground today or tomorrow, but I fear it will not be long, and we will not be here when they finally surface. The fishermen were grieved at the news, but they decided to make for West Hill, which is safe for now. As for the fisherman who is interested in joining, I convinced him that now is not the time. Others might have told him otherwise, but he is too young to make such a sacrifice simply because he does not wish to throw nets into the water all his life. We shared one last night by the campfire, and he went on his way with a smile, humming the song of Andriel as he left, from pages torn loose from a journal found on the storm
The
coast.
wardens were here at some point. This camp was abandoned some time ago.
Okay. So I want to go this way then. Well, that's following that one path. Got it.
One down.
It didn't drop its meat? Oh, lame. Or its flesh. Its skin. This one will go. Hell yeah, called it. Give me your leather. I want to go this way. Oh. 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 Okay. The Apostate's Landing. Alright. Let's see where the camp could be. The Mechanical of Transfigurations. Many are those who wander in sin, despairing that they are lost forever. But the one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and boasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creation, she shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. Okay, that was not where the wardens encamped. Let's climb up rock here. Not climb up this rock. Okay, we gotta go. This way. Oh. I grow more convinced that if he was ever here, he is now long gone. I grow more convinced that if he was ever here, he is now long gone. Still, it would not do for us to miss him through laziness, and he was one of our most skilled warriors. If anyone could hide himself here, it would be he. One of the fishermen shows promise with a spear, and his shoulders like an ox from throwing nets all day. He asked about joining the Grey Wardens. Under other circumstances, I would be honored to take a worthy and willing volunteer. Now, my orders did not say whether I should seek new recruits, even with our circumstances. Well, because of them, I suppose. It did not hurt his cause that he was easy to look at, and clearly wished to know more about the Dalish. The Darkspawn are louder than I thought at first. The constant whisper at the back of my mind makes it difficult to sense them as easily as I usually do. They are near the surface. Perhaps bandits are not the worst these people have to face.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Oh well. We gotta go to the Astrarium, which is... Get to that. Does this take me to the Astrarium? No, it does not. Okay, let's figure out a way to get to it. I don't think that's too steep of a climb. Ooh, new stone. Come on. Come on. Be just by going back this way. Ooh, a lotus summerstone. Aha. He exploded. The stone tree. So Galen made his way through the wood until he saw the light of the quarter moon shining on the rock. Elise emerged from the pines, and they shared a quick embrace before making their way to the waiting ship. From a local version of the Resourceful Lovers. It is said that lovers who kiss the stone tree will be blessed with a long and happy marriage. Those fond of the superstition tend to ignore renditions of the tale in which Galen and Elise drown at sea. Sister Hulda, from her unpublished work, Folk Nonsense and Other Absurdities. Oh, sister, you do not seem like a good person to be around. You seem like a right bore. A party pooper, perhaps. A dumper of dung on celebrations. I couldn't think of a D word for party. A dumper of dung on delight. Ha ha! Ha! I actually proud of myself for that one. Oh! Oh my. What the fuck, dude? Okay. Okay, so we're obviously ending at the top here. I think we have to start down here and go boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, that got that. Shit. And then we go... These are distractions. So we go... Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. To there. Did I miss something? Bitch. Nope. Wait, I think that then means we have to start... Holy Jesus. Referred to as the Maiden in common parlance, depictions of the constellation Bellatanus vary from one age to the next. It has always been considered fashionable for prominent women of the day to be declared the Maiden's personification. Queen Madrigal in the Exalted Age, for instance, and Queen Asha before her. None of these women would likely appreciate the fact that Bellatanus is believed to have originally referred to Themiel, the old god of beauty. There's another one, right? Ooh, our cave is right over here. And there's the cave. I believe, yeah. Let's see here. That is both a bow, so we'll give that to... We even Cole, are we even... Having someone use a bow, I think. And then a great axe will go to one of our warriors. Okay. Travel. Back to going along the coast. Bird. Oh hell yeah, because I made friends with them. There's a little less fighting. That's nice. Or I wonder if they would instead be populated by Inquisition soldiers. Lotus, we'll pick some of that up. Let's see. We want to go... I think we want to go along the coast here. There's a cave. Let's go to the cave. There's not a cave. Let's not go through the... It's deceptive. I was...
Solas, the dragon Corypheus commands, could it truly be an archdemon?
One assumes that if it were, we would be facing a blight.
So what is it then? A corrupted dragon? Simply another darkspawn?
It is connected to Corypheus. Such a relation goes beyond mere control. It is a bond.
It makes you wonder if that's all the archdemons themselves are. Pets to beings who no longer exist.
I would not go as far as that. This dragon is a replica, spawned from a creature who aspires to greatness. No more.
Driftwood margin. Let's see. Got a camp over here, so we'll go to the camp before going into spooky, scary cave there. Ominous lighting. Hear it? Yep. I am logging stand. Oh shit, those don't automatically show up on the map. I have to find them. Oh, I do need to grab more Blood Lotus. Okay, we'll go back down along the coast for more of it. Uh-oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, that's Black Lotus, not Blood Lotus. Balls. I am dumb. I see a BL and I just think it's the same word. It does not open, alright. I wonder if there's a Inquisition upgrade that will show logging camps
Inquisitor.
and quarries on the map. Can I go up from this path? Can. Some stone.
I think Blackhall would have liked to have been here for this.
Still no trace of him, though I feel the dark spot in the ground below. Could he be lurking close to them? Perhaps preparing to die with honor? I doubt it, but it is the only lead we have so far. I confess that this seems a fool errand at times, given how much is at stake. We saw bandits harassing the fishermen and we intervened. The fishermen thanked us, though I fear the bandits will return again in greater numbers, and we will not always be here to help. Nevertheless, as long as we are here, the fishermen are safe. The dreams continue as they do every night. They make it hard for us to sleep, but we must persist. Hopefully the others will have found a solution by the time we return. In the meantime, I sing the Song of Andril to myself to clear my mind as best as I can.
This belonged to the Wardens.
Grey Whiskey Right Wine Conscription Ale. Perhaps local to a handful of Grey Warden companies, these spirits reflect a custom, or legend, born of utility. Allowed to seize goods to aid their cause, Wardens combine half-full bottles to save space while traveling. Never fully emptied, or, as with a kettle, cleaned, each eventually takes on a base flavor as unique as the Warden carrying it. Oh, what do we care? Nothing burns like the first cup. Could be fact, could be tribute. It does seem as though the bottles range farther than the namesake Warden could. Bottle marked vintage, Warden Riordan. Serve yourself. Oh, that's disgusting. We searched the area but found no sign. If he was here, it was some time ago. The fishermen in this area are friendly. Unlike some, they remember how the Grey Wardens fought to save Ferelden in the last blight. Though they had little, they shared some of their catch to give us a better supper than we had tasted in weeks. They even deferred to me once they saw that I commanded the other Wardens, and there are a few even in Ferelden who would watch an elf command men without pause. They are friendly folk. After all this land has suffered in the past years, I hope they find some peace.
The Wardens have abandoned these camps. They're looking for someone. Stroud, perhaps.
Damn. Far as fuck away. Am I gonna be underleveled for the Rift at the Falls? Pretty. Oh, he coming. He did. There's nothing else on the map here for the Storm Coast. Well, we'll go towards the waterfall, towards the falls, and see if we are I'm gonna get absolutely shreked. See, there are any logging stands as well. Gravana. I still bear the scars of his anger, but the blades care little of our pasts. As Travere served his master, as Asarian heard the Maker, the lowest and most lost may still find their way. We will be taken care of. We need only to have faith. That's what Ivor says, anyway. I don't need more Serpent Stone right now. Under where the next skull is. Or the Stone Coast. It's probably in the center here. We got all the regions. Up there's the last skull. Up there's some Blood Lotus.
I can sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
Bringing it monster. Ooh, level 12. Yep. So we do a good bit of damage to where we can handle that now. Hell yeah. Energize. Means there is that's loud. Holy shit. Through the mist, the water shone a brighter blue than the sea outside. I knew they would come soon. From the journal of Molly Heslin, dated 9-3 Dragon, sealed in Kinloch Hold, the Circle Tower, Lake Colorado, that's little very tranquil. Get me away from this goddamn waterfall. Mushroom. see, there's gotta be... Here? Nope. It sensed elven magic. Let me look it up. Rune. Let's see. But it's past the artifact. Start walking out. It should be on the right side in the tunnel before it opens up. Damn it, they just respawned.
Varric, you joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
Oh, she was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an
there
elven
it is.
apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Okay. So... Journal... Where the fuck? I got all the shards on the coast, yeah. Okay, so we finished the Storm Coast for what we can do. Where is my trials rewards? Ah, they are in the Undercroft. Okay.
Where did demon
They came from my butt. You're welcome.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Leeches.
Fire's pretty. The world needs more of it.
Leeches are what I get. And that's dumb. Sandra. We're still level 8, so none of... Hold on, that's... Well, actually... 12... Oh, shit. Ah, it's a fucking dagger, that's what it is. Oh, I also have Cole using daggers. Okay. I have no one using a bow. Oh, except for technically restriction, not Varric. Alright. Fuck me, I guess. Armor. Level 9. And I can just sell that. I don't need it. Don't need it anymore. All right. The letter has arrived at Skyhold addressed to nobody. No one saw the courier who brought it. You encroach upon the domain of higher powers. You will answer to us. The letter is unsigned except for a wax seal depicting 6 crossed swords. Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzammar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. Deep roads. And Warden. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join. Can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? He is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. Due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific, I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation.
Inquisitor?
The best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height.
You read the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
Hawk has revealed that Corypheus can influence the minds of Grey Wardens. If the Darkspawn brings them under his sway, he'll command a legion of highly skilled warriors. The Inquisition must hunt down Hawk's Grey Warden ally hiding in Crestwood to learn about the other Warden's plans. No one has traveled to or from Crestwood since the breach, and Liliana will send her fastest agents to discover what disaster has rendered it silent. Inquisitor, Hawk's Warden friend is somewhere here. Disappeared before we could talk to him. He's good. Careful on the road. Lots of undead. People here need our help. We'll explain more once you're here, Harding. Not now. There are reports of Darkspawn activity on the Storm Coast. While the area is sparsely populated, the Darkspawn pose a significant threat to travelers, as well as to Inquisition soldiers stationed on the coast. Should the Darkspawn branch away from the region, villages further inland may be at risk.
Let's see what we have.
Was the zone in his obsidian, nothing is established. Or is going to be sent out in search of deposits of these resources for transport.
At your service.
Okay. Go around and talk to people, though I don't think there's going to be much to talk about. We didn't really do any main quests in the Storm Coast. There weren't any quests. Oh! Ah, yes, my educators. Let's first talk to Josephine.
Mother Giselle, and she said you're wrong.
Probably. Does it matter? They're just stories.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Orlais.
It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
You don't seem poverty-stricken.
Debt or no, you appear to be surviving.
That isn't enough. A disaster could wipe us out completely. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
But you're not actually poor.
Most people worry about their next meal. Never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Can I help?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who would go to that trouble?
Who hates the Montillier's enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will that get him?
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If it helps you, I'll go.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Josephine and Valorite.
Yes?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will...
I wonder if I should ask about how our guests are. Oh well.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
We know everyone. Meanwhile, Josephine has an entire team writing your polite refusals to dinner parties.
Alright. Egghead?
My friend.
Okay, nothing new there, I don't think.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead.
Oh.
The Blight caught up with him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
What do you do?
The two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
What about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
What's on your mind? You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
But you followed him.
You still went after him.
It's true. What was I thinking? It's so cold down here. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
I should go.
You know where I'll be. Here we are again.
Yep, that's enough.
I heard of your verdict on Alexius, Inquisitor.
Oh, yep.
Research on your behalf is almost too kind. I hope you know what you're doing. Do be wary of anything that man proposes.
I'll leave you to it.
New quest.
Yes, my dear.
Okay, yeah, I gotta bring Vivian along on journeys to get her to like me a bit. Get more dialogue with her.
Yes?
Anything I should know?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
I'll leave you to...
Is there anyone else up here? Let's see, so we've talked to Northern Solus, Liliana, Varric, Vivian, Josephine. We'll just go downstairs and meet with whatever the fucking quest is.
Your worship. My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Bad news?
Nothing good, I expect.
If you have reservations about his presence here, I share them.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I
This
just
is another matter.
just
I
your
have been in
tone.
contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carinas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not on good
He's
terms.
mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
What kind of meeting?
So what kind of meeting do you have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to
I'm gonna look
such
this one up.
treachery.
'Cause I don't know. Trick Dorian or not. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna trick him.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Your Reverence, I understand you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian into a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself, considering my son has rebuffed all contact. This is the only way. I know him. He'd be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south placing himself in the path of such danger alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandral Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us somewhere private. Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there. And there's nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Howard of House Pappas. I'm definitely gonna tell Dorian. I'm not gonna fucking lie to him. It's just fucked up. Let's check our... Rare. I want... No, I need Blood Lotus. Alright, let's go tell Dorian about his father's letter.
Questions. Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
Would he do that?
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married. Because you left.
That too.
Good talk.
I think you should meet with this retainer. Find out what your family wants.
I didn't ask what you thought, did I?
Fair.
That was unworthy. I apologize.
It was.
There'd be no harm in hearing what this man of my father's has to say. If I don't like it, however, I want to leave.
Fair enough.
That works for me.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
So we'll have to go back to Hinterlands. Might finally be able to deal with the couple of rifts into Hinterlands that remain, level 12s. Let's check on our war console because I saw Josephine and Liliana had returned. Sister Liliana, after a few close calls, we managed to find where the Darkspawn are emerging on the Storm Coast. You seal their access to the surface for Elden's Coast will see fewer of them. A shipment of resources from Crustwood have arrived. Madam Ambassador, words cannot express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality at Skyhold. After the events at Haven, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I should be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumors. I am as grieved as you to hear of the vicious slander being spread. Justinian V was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Valparaíso soon. I shall ensure my cousins know the truth of this matter. Sincerely, Comte Fernand de Maurier. Now that he's been here, we should talk to the nobles he's been seen with and let them all know.
Let us begin.
A note in careful handwriting from the youth who recently arrived. The Inquisition. Found bandits stalking your patrols. They are the usual kind, and I can show your people where they are. I have tried to stop them, but they have swords, and I don't. If you have extra, I will help. I want to help. E. Sutherland. If you have the location, just eliminate them. The boy to work
The city
elsewhere.
has agreed to send us 5 dozen guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by.
Okay. That unlock a quest at the Storm Coast then? Yep, it did. Tunnels sealed. Oh, shit. God damn it. Of course. It's those damn caves that I had been to.
Mother Giselle said the Maker is acting through us. He doesn't do anything directly.
Ask Sarah, Cole, and Iron Bull to talk to
Stefan
around
finally
here.
died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He was out of his mind at the end. He smiled, said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
Oh, rip Stefan. I'm gonna be right back because I gotta piss, so BRB. Fat ass, get over here. Look at that dump truck of a bear.
Indoctrination?
Surprise.
What about that Leviathan?
If I had an eye tracker, I
How
would
does
have
that
been in
tie?
trouble, Scout.
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it.
Why? I am an actor. I act! Your Grace, I present to you my magical cock. As you can see, I can't. I cannot. I can't read chat. I'm scared. I actually. Oh.
We should find Maggie. She'll want to know about the camp.
All right, let's go find her.
And I was told the moon was made of ladies' tears.
It ain't?
Ain't true. Not one little bit. But I like you boys. But I ain't got
It's
more
not?
than 700 on me. You want it, or you want it?
That is cool. That's. I'm putting this. Let's put this. I didn't break it. I'm a contemptible blood pervert. Who the fuck? Who the fuck writes these dialogue choices and is like, I know that. Yes, that line right there. I'm a contemptible blood pervert. I'm saying it.
Do not. Now don't you dare stop.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you want. Yes! It's what Dark Souls wishes it could be. Yeah, I fucking said it. Fuck Dark Souls. I don't care how many people I piss off with that. I'm sticking by it. That was stupid of me. You want me to go down? Bird. Leave me alone. Hey now. You know it's time to get your game on. Go play. Well, that happened. More cock? Yeah. God, I haven't touched this sword in so... That did not sound right. Oh no, the children are dying. Game. Game. You know, it's just one less mouth to feed. I've never felt the touch of a woman. Yeah. Okay.
Yes?
I'd like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon. What does it call itself? Cole.
Sandra.
Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
Alright, your
That's
advice
enough.
sucks ass. I'm not asking you again.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Do the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Follow
Are
rules.
there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
I think that
Your
it
worship.
forces you to out of the...
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The Chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
What kind of commander is
How's
he?
Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. He keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How'd you end up
How
here?
did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Canary spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He gave up his
That's
eye.
how he lost the eye.
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
Respectable.
What's going on?
Goodbye.
See you later.
Of course.
We'll just show up to Bull. Hi. Bye. Sutherland.
I hope I can help somehow.
I'm telling you, I saw who I saw.
I saw her what I saw her.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
I'm listening.
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up, so I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away, but having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them, it's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
Now let people take a
All
look.
right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere. Ready for waiting.
I'll be back if I need you.
Okay, let's go talk to Cole.
Micro, I hope it's not me. Thank you. She spins, plucking strings, matching wits and words. An admiral who will never
Okay,
sink
that's
ships of
Josephine.
her own.
I'll talk to you.
That one was easy to figure out.
Right. That's why.
Let's go meet with the trainers.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
You alright?
You seem a little scattered.
It's nothing. I'm just a little fatigued. It's nothing. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
What is your name?
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep
So
in mind.
the rift broke her.
Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Who told you to study
Who
this?
charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
Rifts are a recent
The
phenomenon.
rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force, crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Okay.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them. And
Necromancer?
Oh.
Excuse me. You speak for who?
The dead. Many assume that they have misheard. I am of the Mortalitasi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
What is a Mortalitasi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
You're a mage who manipulates life. How is this not blood magic?
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate and destroy. It is a cancer among our kind. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. In combat, perhaps only for a few moments, but that is still more than they had. More than opposing you normally allows.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone, yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies. Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me.
Don't you want to terrify?
No!
Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. Fear means lives are
And then
saved.
once they stop fearing you, then all of them attack you. Like, you gotta keep fear is too difficult to maintain.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
Commander Helene.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander.
She's got thigh highs.
Commander Helene.
I'm ready to serve. Welcome, Commander.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand.
Ooh.
How to command the
Sword
ranks while
mage?
standing beside them. Are you ready?
Where have you served?
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you. And I will teach you the same authority.
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than
Ma'am,
once.
I don't
Do
like
you
the
have
way
the
you
mettle
speak.
to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your
Melee?
presence make heroes
That's a
of
dumb
your
way to pronounce
charges?
it.
This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Okay. Journal. We have the Necromancer. Signing Navaran Skulls. Writing. Undead. At Apostate's Landing, Small Ground Storm Solitude. Okay. This one, Fallowmire, and then the Rift Mage. And the Exalted Plains. I already sold my stuff.
That monster. He's a magister.
That monster.
I heard the same about humans.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Well, I still get his approval by Sean coming up to him. And then let's talk to Cullen.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Oh, absolutely.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
Tell me about your family.
You have siblings?
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Ah, it's my turn.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
There's no need for formality.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have. I believe this one is yours. Well played.
Yeah! I'm the winner. In the deadpan stare. Letter. Dear Mia, I'm still alive. Your loving brother Count. Honestly, is it so difficult? We thought you were dead. Again. If the Inquisition was not on everyone's lips, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I'm not sorry you left them. That your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? It's a fool's errand asking you to stay safe, but please try. Your loving sister. See how easy this is? Mia.
Inquisitor?
That's all for now.
Okay. Let's see if any of our people have come back from a mission, which I think it's only going to be Liliana.
Inquisitor.
I don't know if it's been enough time. Inquisitor. Nope. Okay, we're gonna go Storm Coast. Take coal. Vivian. Bull. I don't think I've ever rolled with this combination.
Nothing to report, sir.
What's that on the ground here?
We lived. One by one they follow me, laughing, drowning in the sea. The rest of the poem is sad.
That seemed like a pretty sad beginning to a poem, Cole. Oh, I could travel from the Hissarian. Hissarian camp might be the faster way to go about it. I have to climb up this way to get to it, but oh well. Cole, how'd you even get hurt, buddy? I don't even see him. Where are they? Ow!
Darkspawn on the surface. I imagine Ferelden saw more than enough of them during the Blight.
And then... Ooh. Is that gonna be on top of it? No.
Inquisitor.
Bert. Nope, Black Lotus is not what I need. I need Blood Lotus. What is this? Ah. Owie. Run away. Ah, I knew this was something I'd have to go to. I'm just such an epic gamer, I went there too soon. You know what, let's follow the river. There's a lot of unseen space here. Is there like a quarry over here? Or a logging camp? Nope. I wonder if I can get logging camps marked on my map. I think I already said that, or asked that. Yeah. Whoops. Is that one marked on my map I found over here? No, it's not. I don't think I will be able to get them marked on my map. That's just going to be something I have to find for my own gamer intuition. Fucking poison me. Oh, hey, I got them spider glands. Amazing. Favorite. And shut it here. Ooh, we're close to getting... Okay. We came across nothing there. World map. Questwood, Interlands. So I should bring Dorian with me here. Let's do... So we'll swap our mage, Dorian. Might also want to swap Cole for Sarah, but... Party. Dorian. Cole. Cole. Oh yeah, let's unlock that one fucking door. Ah! Ah! I cannot make that goddamn noise. There to be shit that's worthless now. No, it's level 10. Okay, good. Is there another? 2 are in Redcliffe, and I think that's it. Did I have a quest for Cassandra here? Hold on, we're gonna swap Iron Bull out then for Cass. To make it simpler. Dorian, Cassandra, Bull. Yeah, let's go hunt Venatori. And also see if we can deal with those level 12 rifts. I feel like if we can deal with the level 12 rifts, should be able to fight a level 12 dragon, right? It's a 1-to-1 ratio. I see you. I need more. Where are the fucking logging stands, man? Oh, Cole is what is who does the green shit. Okay. Orion quickly approves. What's back here? Where's this guy? Follow the ram. I'm gonna loot.
Templars. I couldn't save them. Now all they want is to make everyone hurt like they do.
Come to me, my love. The dreams have guided you this far, and now I write these words with your own hand, for you to read when you wake. You are so close. Come to the tree on the hill where the stone lady stands, bearing Philandaris, so that I know you, and we can finally be together forever. I guess going to Philandaris. I wonder how many. Ugh. I wish the camps just like made it super easy for me and just, you know, unlocked a whole section of the map. Like so that if I found all campsites, I have the entire map unlocked and I know where all the quests are, but I don't have to hunt for it.
Let's look around.
Completely forgot about the map shit. Whoopsies. Oh, what? Shit. I didn't bring... Felindara? Fuck is Felindaris? Oh, it's a rare herb. Prospect Basin and Prise du Lion. Okay, that's something we have to come back to, I guess. We can handle. How close are we to level 9? 1000 XP. Wait. No, that was power level. Character record? No, that is. Yeah, we're 1000 away from level 9. Bam! Okay. Absolutely destroy. Uh-oh. Fucker. Fuck you. Hell yeah, we can destroy level 12s. We're totally killing that dragon. Let's go, baby. Okay. Means next we should be able to handle stinking level of one there. Cancer Rebinger Torn, the Ferelden Hinterland. I shall take him down indeed. Huzzah. He's down in here. I almost got my ass handed to me.
A rogue Templar. Sad that it came to this, but at least it is done.
It's gonna be the third Venatori. And then we can get the power for a price. It allows me to pay for stuff, or influence, or whatever. That'll be great, that'll be useful. We make it up. Oh, hello, sir. I can deal with this fade rift. Whoa!
Someone help! Hold on, Cole!
My God. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
You don't like dead people, Cassandra?
Was that a question? Am I supposed to?
The ones in the dark city, wrapped in cloths that smell like sunflowers. You hated the singing.
Ah, the Grand Necropolis. Yes, I never saw the point.
Maybe dead people like the singing.
I would rather not think about that.
If you find this, the bleeding didn't stop. My family lives at the Redcliffe Farms. I could bless you if you could take my last words to them. I didn't run. Didn't abandon them. I thought I could get enough to help. That I was. All I got was my guts torn out. A letter written in a shaking hand along with the scrawled map of the Redcliffe. I can do that. Ooh, okay. I thought maybe I could handle that fight. Perform an ability combo earns additional focus. Or I can get... What did I spend it on? I don't want to spend it on that. Trap enemies inside an electricity field that paralyzes those that try to leave. The others didn't get a level up, did they? No. How far away are they? They're a good bit away from getting their level up. Alright. Oh shit, the same dude that owned the Druffalo.
Thank you again.
No, not the same guy that owned it. Oh, just wants me to put it in his mailbox. That guy! Do this one first before trying to fight the dragon. Bottle mark vintage Warden Steed joining Jeeps. Okay. Now for the next locked door.
We'll be joining up soon, Your Worship. Thank you for all you've done.
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Perhaps you're right, dear. You should go to Denham.
Me? What about us?
Of course. I would say.
Lyrium is the king of metals. Beneath our feet it sings. When properly refined, it is a smooth, slightly iridescent, silvery liquid. In the hands of the dwarven smith cast, it is mixed with steel to produce indestructible armor and blades that hold an edge for centuries. In the hands of the shape-braid, it becomes a repository for living memories. Some scholars maintain this as evidence that lyrium is itself alive. It finds its most lucrative its application in the hands of the Formari, who use it in conjunction with baser metals like gold, silverite, viridium, or even iron to produce enchantments. Although mages, of course, consume it in a diluted form to bolster their abilities, this is not recommended. Overindulgence in lyrium can have disastrous consequences, particularly in more concentrated amounts. It is not advisable, for instance, that any reader handle raw lyrium, which in many cases can kill on contact. An excerpt from an alchemical primer of metallurgy, volume 1 by Lord Carastes of Marnus Pell. Oh shit, we have enough obsidian for the Hinterlands puzzle box request. We'll do that after we do Dorian's quest here.
It's an honor. Good day.
This isn't going to go away if we don't talk about it, Mother. If I'm a mage, I have to learn how to defend myself against demons.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
Talk to him.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
I had a suspicion.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
And why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
Yeah.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
Ooh.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Okay. Real me would tell this guy to fuck off. But knowing how video games work, the writers probably want me to choose one of these top two options.
You got a lot off your chest. Can't you give him a chance to do the same?
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
Okay, so father came around. That's something.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
What did he do exactly?
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Would it have worked?
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had, I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but...
It's some form of closure, at least.
Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
What?
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Hey, yo. Way of the Necromancer from Mortalatasi for the living, the dead. The words of Speaker Vius Anaxis make one passage stand out. We are of this world, and as with any peace that seeks to leave its element, there is a void when we abandon the mortal. It must be that this would hold our returning to the Maker. It must be that we should seek balance. It must be that the Maker's first children and the second. I count. Breath ceased on the hour exactly. Felt his absence in that moment, and were ready. It was gentle, and all were calmed by the signs of spirit entering, knowing there would be no chains on their loved one. Unfettered, he would find the side of the Maker. That was not the training for the battlefield. I had heard the accounts and knew my role, and I was ready. Then our warriors signaled the charge, and I was not ready. Breath was not stilled by the hour and was not gentle, and I was sore afraid. But then the enemy countered, and I saw blades come for the good men whom I had stood beside, and I would not allow it. The dead who had fallen, I bid their forms to serve, and it was the turn of our foes to know fear. But I had peace, for I had granted the fallen greater purpose, and in so doing, had honored life by protecting it. Detailed ritual instructions follow.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
Is he Tevinter?
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
All right.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No, it takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
There will always be rumors.
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor.
I have a friend.
I have precious few friends.
Yes.
I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions. And I'd
Same.
like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you. Against Corypheus, my countryman, or spurious rumor. So long as you'll have me. What's on your mind?
Nope. Sorry, Dorian, I'm not going to romance you. influence. I think we have at least one person's back from mission.
Your worship.
Let's see what to spend it on. Let's see. Discovery range of the searching action. Posted memory researchers working grants an additional plus 50% XP for each foe studied, including those already completed, applied retroactively. Rare herbs. Better taking glass make more durable, allowing more potions to be carried safely. That's one more potion slot. Antivan tailors are famed for their ability, inventory capacity, dialogue, an additional for each codex entry found, but it's not applied retroactively. More money, more discount, materials. Oh, yes, that's what we want. We want number of potions. Okay. The bandits we were warned about are gone. Tell the Sutherland boy thanks. Perhaps he can join the kitchen staff. Liliana. Form diamond with impeccable filigree. It is time. The Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of his influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, bonds and arls, where they could not be engaged with plight or passion. They can be compelled through mercenary means. There must be display. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight and the boons, and the dispensations of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter he not curry influence, he can simply buy it. The esteemed Ferris the representative.
Inquisitor.
Yes, please. Yep, there we go. We have... Right, so we're gonna go to... Hinterlands. We're gonna see about... fighting this motherfucking dragon. Let's see. We're gonna want our hardest hitters. Cass. Iron bow. So our best armored warriors. Level 12 dragon. It might end in failure.
Inquisitor.
Yep, so can finish. It's supposed to serve as entertaining diversion for Inquisition soldiers, not to mention being useful for trade. Blood Lotus.
Word for you.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Field tents. Those controls are an age that in the field sorely need shelter from the elements. You just want to do the unique ones.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What is it?
You may want...
Field tents again. Okay, so we no longer repeat that. I wish they didn't have those repeats.
Up she goes.
One down.
Whoa! Where do I need to stand? Uh-oh. Motherfucker. Run away? Oh, here. No, we'll give it a shot. Afraid that if we... I think I know what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to run through here and not get hit. Kind of like stealth it or whatever. This thing's gonna kick our ass. Shit. Oh, no. Oh. Let's pray. Ah! I don't know how I'm still alive. Yep, there we go. Now we'll die. In here? Oh, how far back does this put us? Just before the fight, okay. Yeah, that's okay. We're not yet. Alright. Cannot fight dragon yet. Let's just go back to Skyhold real quick. Let's just leave things there. Let's leave that dragon alone. Gotta do some codex reading. I want this made clear to every man and woman in our army. Do not challenge the Red Templar's leader, General Samson, on your own. You may have heard stories of how Samson used to be a Templar in Kirkwall until he was thrown out of the order, but he became a vagrant begging for coin to buy lyrium. The man no longer exists. The fiend who attacked us at Haven had the strength of a dozen men. Samson has the training of a Templar and all the power of red lyrium at his command. For those who did not see it firsthand, he is as dangerous as any demon, perhaps worse. Treat him as such. I will hold personally accountable any officers who do not communicate this order to their soldiers. Letter from Commander Cullen issued to commanding officers and read to all Inquisition soldiers. Which character is missing? Did I not read? Hold on. Whatever you have heard of Kirkwall's rebellion, the truth is far worse. I'd spare you that. But remains of Kirkwall's Templars have been under my command for the past few years. We have done what we could to assist with the city's recovery, to restore some semblance of order, but my time here is done. Seeker Pentecost has approached me. She wishes to stop the war between mages and Templars. She has been recruiting men and women to the cause and wants me to oversee the group's military concerns. If the conclave goes well, then we will not be needed. If not, we stand ready. I have decided to take Seeker Pentagast's offer. The circles have fallen. I can give no more to the Templar Order, nor to me. The Maker has shown me a new path. Yeah, that's stuff we okay. Stuff I already read. Deep mushroom refers to the entire group of fungi that grows underground in caves in many parts of the dwarven deep roads. Collection can be a dangerous task, as the deep roads are often infested with darkspawn. Because of this, dwarven merchants often recruit casteless hirelings for the job and pay them a meager percentage of what they earn selling the mushrooms to surfacers. The most common varieties used in the herbalist trade are the blightcap, ghoul's mushroom, and brimstone mushroom, almost all of which tend to carry the darkspawn's corruption. While they cannot transmit the disease, this trait often makes them quite poisonous. Deep mushroom should only be handled by experienced herbalists and should never be consumed without first being adequately cleaned and prepared. Careless consumption has been known to cause insanity, severe abdominal cramping, and even death. Lovely. one of the few natural non-darkspawn creatures to live in the deep roads. The Deep Stalker is a reptilian cave dweller known for burrowing into the stone paths of the deep roads and ambushing prey, usually nugs. They hunt in packs, attacking with round mouths or serrated teeth or spitting poison from venom glands. Although a single Deep Stalker poses little threat to any experienced explorer, packs can be lethal. Newly hatched dragons are roughly the size of a deer and voraciously hungry. They live for a short time in their mother's lair before venturing out on their own. The slender, wingless creatures are born in vast numbers as only a few survive to adulthood. Among the saddest legacies of the Fifth Blight are those poor souls who survived the Darkspawn attacks across Ferelden only to succumb to the corruption of the Blight itself. We have seen animals, birds, wolves, and even bears corrupted into mindless ruinations of their former selves, but humans are by no means immune. Those unfortunate victims not killed quickly by contact with Darkspawn blood or disease become mad with fever. Their bodies lose their hair and become misshapen with sores. In their last lucid thoughts, many speak of hearing whispered words or a song that no one else can catch. It is vital that once victims begin hearing such things, they are put out of their misery quickly and mercifully. There are stories across Ferelden of these ghouls, maddened by the corruption of the Blight, attacking their friends and spreading the corruption further. While it is likely that the sickness will eventually kill a ghoul, the dying strength of these poor creatures makes them nearly as great a danger as the Darkspawn themselves. They are no longer our friends, our family, or our countrymen. They are victims of the Blight and must be given the same mercy as Sarian showed Andraste, a swift sword. Dragon, Fourth Harvestmere, continued musings on the giants. I assume they encroach due to disruption of their environs, perhaps clawing Darkspawn rerouted underground waters, altering the landscape of their prey. Food is seemingly their only motivator, and I have observed them eating meat, grains, leaves, nearly anything digestible. No care or joy for taste or texture. So complete is their scavenging that troll might be a more academically accurate term. But I cannot blame farming folk for imposing an obvious descriptive, yet are these giants merely beasts of destructive instinct? I followed one specimen from the north, where they are somewhat more common: winter breeding grounds, warmth of seasons, corruption of silent plains. It followed waterways, preferring to float its bulk, but never did I see any sense in its eye, and never did it appear to plan beyond its immediate surroundings. But I remained intrigued, for they have hands, and that means the potential to raise them in praise. Throughout creation, upright beings with hands have been a sign of greater purpose. What lesson, Maker, in these strange children? I will approach tomorrow in your name. Excerpt annotated below in a different hand. Last entry in the letters of Brother Estamar, his only recovered possession, likely because they were already flat. This archivist's recommendation: remind the neophyte that the tale of Sister Dariel in the wolves' den is metaphor. That all? Still got more. The curving tusks protruding from the snout are present in both males and females of the species. Rarely used in combat, the upper tusks play an important part in mate selection. It is believed that tuskets choose prospective mates based not only the size, but also on the curve and even slight color variation found in another's tusks. Considering tuskets bond for life, careful mate selection is crucial to the continued success of the herd. Bonded tuskets have been seen gently clicking their tusks together as a sign of affection. The role of the tusket's signature ornamentation in the mating process led to an unfortunate rumor that their tusk could increase virility in other species. Although usually docile, tuskets will defend themselves if cornered, or if someone attempts to saw off part of their anatomy. It is said Baron Vandermine lost 3 servants this way, from observed behaviors in the common tusket by Tilda a deer. Oh, man. That's gonna be where I stop for the night. Alrighty. 24 hours, and we still have quite a bit of game to go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see if anyone has gone live. I don't think so. But we will check. Mike's about to go live soon, but no one else is, and I don't want to raid Mike with just 2 people, even though I know Mike wouldn't care. Y'all, thanks for hanging. Jerry, thanks for chatting. I shall see you guys maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I might be hanging out with a friend. Not sure. Not entirely sure. I think so. So it's unlikely I will be live tomorrow. But I will be live Wednesday and Thursday. More likely than not. Unless something shows up, but I don't think anything's going to pop up. But yeah. Goodbye.